Welcome back, Mountie Maniacs, to a recap and review of Money in the Bank 2017. I thought it was a pretty good show. I do feel like it could have been better, and I'm going to try to do these after each pay per view. Just, strict thoughts, one take, no editing, nothing like that. I don't have even anything on my wall right now, to be honest, because I'm actually moving. So, in about a week, week and a half, the whole setup's going to be different for Mountie's Corner, so be on the lookout for that. Going back to it, the first match, I didn't get a chance to watch the pre-show, by the way. I was taking care of some stuff for the new house, right? Now, the first match, going into it, I was really excited. Now, I watched it and I was really disappointed with the ending, and my soon-to-be wife was pissed on that result, man. Not because Carmella won, but how she won. You had a guy, James Ellsworth, go up and take the briefcase down. You make all this speculation, not even speculation, you make all this fuss about like the whole women's revolution thing, and we've come this far and they've taken like fucking 10 steps ahead and all that kind of crap. And then you just literally stopped any momentum that had any credibility because you had a guy go and take that briefcase down. I'm all for him interfering. She's a heel. It's going to happen. I'm cool with that. He's the male manager. He's got to do what he has to do to make sure that, his wrestler wins. I understand that. But, like, as soon as that, he tipped the ladder and then Becky Lynch hit her head on the ropes, that's when he should have just kind of like shook her up, woke her up, even maybe sort of assisted her to sort of like, if she's groggy, to get on the ladder. But after that, let her go and grab it, man. So big failure on that one. I did call the outcome. I had a lot of them right today, actually, except for the tag match, which I'll get into right now. Great sequence of events. Both New Day and Usos put on a great tag title display. It was a clinic out there. That's the way it should be. And I legitimately wasn't sure who was going to win that match. So I thought they did a really good job with the back and forth. I enjoyed the ending, even though some people might not. I think it was really cool how the Usos, like, they couldn't really find a way to beat the New Day, so they're like, screw this. We're gonna regroup. We're gonna take our titles, get the count out. We don't care. We're gonna figure out a way to actually beat these guys at our own game. So hats off to both of those teams. It was really well done. I'm kind of glad that they didn't take the titles off of the Usos. They've been doing some great work on SmackDown, and they deserve to be champions, in my opinion. After that, what do we have? We had the Naomi versus Lana. Lana was better than expected. I have to give her credit for that. First of all, her new theme rocks. I love it, okay? Second of all, her in-ring is definitely, I haven't really seen a lot of her in-ring ability, but in my opinion, like, she did better than probably a lot of people thought. She had some good moveset. She looked like she belonged there, if that makes any sense. So I enjoyed that match for what it was. I'm glad Naomi retained in that aspect, because that just wouldn't have made any sense, because Lana didn't do anything to deserve a title shot in the first place. If anything, just kind of builds a little bit of credibility for Naomi going forward. Not that she really needs that much more, but at the same time, it was good for her to get that good win. And although, Carmella came out with the distraction to try to, hey, I'm going to cash it in now. And I was like, well, what is she doing? Like, was this a triple threat match all of a sudden? So I didn't really know what they were going to go with. But I hope, because Carmella was there and she was like, no, I'm not going to cash it in. I'm just like, she was messing with everybody. And I hope she does that going forward. That would be a good part in her gimmick with Ellsworth, to come out a lot, and then finally when she does decide to cash in, it might make it a little bit more triumphant and maybe magical, who knows? Or it's just going to outstay its welcome and get old really fast. It's going to go one way or the other. But I'm glad Naomi retained. So those three. Fashion Police delivering as always. I was a little bit disappointed when it was just the Ascension that destroyed their office and whatnot. I was kind of expecting, like, I don't know, maybe a new tag team or something. Who knows? But filler match, whatever. It is what it is as far as like what you can expect out of a filler match. I'm glad they got the victory, and I really hope that they get higher in the food chain, because the Fashion Police, in my opinion, are like one of the most over tag teams right now. I'm not going to say they're on the same level as New Day, but you know they're gaining a lot of traction. They're going to go places, man. So I think that they would be a good candidate to take the titles off of Usos and get a really serious, good crowd pop. You know, because at this point, let's face it, like they have a an interesting gimmick, but they're, you know, at first I was like, man, they're making like, you know, chicken salad out of a chicken's shit gimmick. But at this point, like, I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it. I like all the little vignettes they're doing, and you know, throwback to the 80s and 90s and whatever. It's good stuff. I find them funny and entertaining. So their time's gonna come. We'll see how that goes. So Mike Bennett and Maria made their debut. I was expecting more on that. They just come out to some fucking 80s love song sort of theme, and then they're just kind of like looking at each other and saying how much they're in love and how they picked each other and all this kind of stuff. So I'm interested to see where it's going to go. I wouldn't have mind seeing some sort of like debut match where maybe Mike wins, that sort of thing, but I guess they didn't want to really go that direction. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm definitely interested to see how it's going to go. In that being said, after that, I think it was basically Jinder Mahal versus Orton. Good ring psychology. Singh brothers were excellent. Very good sequence back and forth. Some great moves. They really told a story in the ring, in my opinion, as far as that feud is concerned. I guess it's kind of done. I was kind of hoping for Rusev to come out and interfere because, you know, Shane McMahon didn't grant him that Money in the Bank match that he asked for, and it was just kind of never talked about. So I would have thought it would have been a really good ending to have Rusev interfere, cost Orton the title. Not cost him the title, but cost him the title match. Have Jinder retain, you know, heel fashion heat. No problem. I would have had no problem with that. And especially the fact that I would have set up a new feud between Rusev and Orton. But hey, we'll see what happens. Maybe they're saving that for SmackDown or whatever. But I had my camera ready, man. I really wanted to have like a Rusev reaction in that one. It didn't really happen. So it's all good. Jinder retains. Good move by WWE. I really think that Jinder Mahal is going places right now. I really want to see him hold the title for a lot longer. I'm not done with this at all. I'm really enjoying the whole the whole angle that they're using with him. It was a very good promo at the beginning of it. So good job on that one. And then it brings us to the last one. I'm sure you guys might have saw my reaction for the Money in the Bank, the men's version. Very good match, great spots. Man, some of these things are dangerous what they're doing. They put their body on the lines for us for entertainment, and they're always trying to like up that bar to the next level. Okay, what kind of crazy shit can we do this time? What kind of innovative, creative stuff can we do to make fans be like, holy shit, or we didn't see that before, whatever. And they're just doing an excellent job all across the board. I mean, like this board. That's right. Anyways, good stuff right there. Shinsuke, I'm glad they brought him back in the match. I didn't want to see him just, you know, not be in the match and just get attacked at the beginning. That's cheap, you know. And you know, Shinsuke needs that boost, especially with the ladder match. I mean, this whole thing doesn't make him look weak at all. They did a good job by bringing him back into the match. AJ looked great. Sami Zayn looked spectacular tonight. Kevin Owens did his thing as he always does, and even Ziggler had some really cool spots in that. I mean, overall, Money in the Bank, that match it definitely did what it was supposed to do. It definitely did what it needed to do, and I was feeling it. I'm glad Baron Corbin had the victory. That was a great pick on my behalf for WWE, because, you know, this just escalates his character to a whole new level now that he has some sort of, I mean, yeah, he had the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and, you know, that's cute, but like, really, this is like something that will happen eventually, and I think it's going to happen if Cena dethrones Jinder, which I don't even know if I want to see that, to be honest. I want to see Jinder overcome the odds, and you know, fuck, man. You know, if they're really smart, maybe they should even have like a pay-per-view in India. They should do something like all time like that. I would even stay up and watch it, or get up early, or whatever the time difference is. That being said, hope you guys liked Money in the Bank. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, what you thought about the pay-per-view. And I'll talk to you in the next video, guys. Rip 'em!